And also the government has already announced to elevate the capacity of the Worapol airport. We are building the new terminal that can facilitate more passengers, modernize the system to facilitate more coming aircraft and passengers. A number of flights from international such as Singapore and various destinations in China.
Swadika, welcome to Thailand. Today I'm Kusuma Yotanswood as your host. Worapol International Airport is part of the Royal Thai Navy Air Division in Sattahip, serving small number commercial flights as well as charter airplanes, military flights, and a range of air humanitarian missions. Disruptions to flights at the existing international airports in Bangkok during past political crises, as well as increasing demand from international airlines, have prompted a rethinking from the government. And Worapol is again looking to play a more prominent role in commercial aviation. Our guest for Thailand today, Rear Admiral Worapol Tongpricha, Director of Worapol Airport Authority, who has positive news on upgrading of the Royal Thai Navy's Worapol Airport to become a fully operational international airport. Please welcome to Rear Admiral Worapol Tongpricha, Director of Worapol Airport Authority. Swadika.
Swadika, Kun Kusuma.
Thank you, sir, to be here. Welcome to Thailand today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be here today with Kun Kusuma and the NBT station.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But a very important topic we want to talk about: upgrading one of the airports in Thailand, which is, well, it may be new to the people, and especially what we're talking about is Worapol Airport.
Right.
So can you tell us about the history of the airport of Worapol first?
All right. First of all, I would like to say that there are three kinds of airport operators in Thailand.
Okay.
One group of the airport is operated by the Airport Authority of Thailand,
Okay.
which are major airports such as Suvarnabhumi, Dongmueang, or other international airports. The second kind of airports are airports that are operated by Ministry of Communications, like the regional airport in various provinces. The third kind of airport is the airport that run by private companies, such as the airport in Samui Island and Sukhothai province. Worapol Airport is the fourth kind of airport, which is very unique, that are administered by the Royal Thai Navy. Worapol Airport Authority is run by the Royal Thai Navy. A little bit of the history of the airport itself. The airfield itself was built and completed in 1966, quite a long time ago.
Yes.
And after the completion of the construction, the airport support the operation of the Royal Thai Naval Air Division, which at that time just only 1 or 2 squadrons of the aircraft. And also at the same time, it support the operation of the United States Air Force during the Vietnam War at that time. Once the war was over, the Thai Navy was the sole operator of the airport itself. Since the facility is quite large enough to facilitate the commercial airlines, in 1989, the Worapol Airport was declared as the international airport by the Ministry of Communication.
Okay.
And we operate as the international airport ever since, which is like quite more than 20 years ago.
So when Admiral, when you talk about as it is the international airport, so that means the commercial aircraft already there or no? Not yet, or what? It's been operating.
The commercial aircraft, since as I told you, the Worapol was designated as the commercial airport like 20 years ago.
20 years, yes.
And the commercial operations was commences since that time. But at that time, mostly it's charter flight from various places,
flight.
not a routine or scheduled flights now, because by those time, 20 years ago, Don Mueang is still available for all kind of flights. So mostly Utapao Airport facilitates the passengers that directly go to Pattaya. So most of the passengers are shuttle flights at that time. So not very widely known for the normal commercial flight.
I think it came at the same time with Don Mueang Airport.
Right.
Because it's a wise, I think this government is very wise to have facelifted about this Utapao Airport.
That's exactly true. To be more specifically, during the past 2 or 3 years, the numbers of passengers was rising sharply. So the Suvarnabhumi Airport or either Don Mueang Airport was packed and congested with both air traffic and also passengers terminal. So that's why most of the commercial operators themselves with the government look at the Utapao Airport with the facility as an international airport already. So why not transfer some of the passengers to Utapao Airport? There are two facets of the usefulness about this, because to reduce the congestion in those two major airports as well, and elevated the numbers of people to the eastern region of Thailand.
Tourism promotion can
Right,
be done on that part of it.
that's the primary part of the objective.
So what is the routing? So okay, Sattahip is a place where Utapao Airport existing. So there must be coming the aircraft from which country to be landed there, because such a distance from far to come in, from Bangkok or something, but it has to be directly.
Not really. Speaking about the location, Utapao Airport is on the boundary between Chonburi and Rayong,
Yes.
which is only about 140 kilometers away from Bangkok.
Yes.
With the normal traffic, it takes me like routinely 2 hours from Bangkok to reach Utapao with the expressway and those kind of transportation. Only 30 kilometers from Utapao to Pattaya, so it's very convenient. So to answer your question, any kind of origin of the aircraft can reach Utapao easily.
I don't know what, I'm a layman, so I don't know, but how do the people, you have to let them know, I mean, to the rest of the world that know that Thailand has got another 4th airport now. So it has to be making known to them, or what? What kind of sending out the information and messages to them?
So the Utapao Airport Authority itself has various kind of conveying the message to the aircraft operators, airline operators, and also the passengers, tourism business. And also the government has already announced to elevate the capacity of the Utapao Airport to be the partner airport with Suvarnabhumi and Don Mueang to facilitate the passengers both want to go to Bangkok and don't want to pack in the cramped airport, which already very congested. And also the Tourism Authority of Thailand, as we working together to send the message to the other part of the world that Utapao is one of the airport of their choice.
So you talk about choice, that's what I want to ask you. So it's a choice that people, if I don't want to go to Suvarnabhumi, I can go by this way. I can have fun, enjoy myself in Chonburi or in Utapao, then go back home from there.
Right.
Is that the way that you arrange it in such a way? It's a web-like.
Yes, that's true. And also that right now, nowadays, there are a lot of flights from Utapao itself to various parts of Thailand to connect the dots between various tourist attractions. Like we have a flight from Utapao from Utapao to Chiang Mai, and also to Samui Island and Phuket. So it's a good choice for the tourists that come to Thailand, visit Pattaya, and then go to either Samui or Phuket, or either to the Chiang Mai, even to the northeastern part of Thailand. We have flight to Udon as well.
I really have to congratulate you for this because it's such a good idea.
Thank you very much.
And also, now can we call it a fully operational? Is it now?
Yes, it is, because as I mentioned before, we operate as the international airport for quite some time.
Okay.
Right now, since the number of passengers are increasing, we are building the new terminal that can facilitate more passengers.
Okay.
The terminal we are operated right now is the international terminal that we have all kinds of services, such as a retail store, duty-free shop, also the custom immigration services already in place. But as we are aware that the number of passengers are increasing uniquely, we are building the new passenger terminal, which due to be finished within this year, and we hope to operate it within this year, open to commercial operation.
So how big is the capacity when it's fully operated?
The new passenger terminal can facilitate up to 3 million passengers a year.
Okay.
To be easier to understand, we can facilitate 1,000 passengers at a time. That means 1,000 passengers coming in, processed, all the processing they need, and then out, and another 1,000 passengers can fill in. So it's quite a large terminal compared to the one that we operate right now that can facilitate 400 passengers at a time. So it's like two to three times bigger than normal.
And to make the audience 177 countries know that we are upgrading by the Royal Navy people of the Worapol airport to become the fully operational international airport. So they maybe like to know about security. So security has become a major focus on the international airport. So how security will be like at this airport, given under the Royal Thai Navy?
Providing security to all passengers and operators are our ultimate goal. As I mentioned earlier, that Worapol Airport is co-located co-located with the Royal Thai Naval Air Division. So the passenger terminal itself is located inside the naval base. So you can imagine how secure it is because it's inside the military base. And we provide the other kind of security services up to standard of the ICAO, the International Civil Aviation Organization, in terms of passenger screening, baggage screening. We have dog sniffing for explosive. We have secure all the parking ramps. Having said that, this may be scare to the people. How can we access to the passenger terminal through all those kind of military security? The entrance and passage through the terminal itself was dedicated for the airport passenger, separated from the entrance to the military base.
I was about to ask you that.
However, the whole area was secured by the Royal Thai Navy as we are co-located with the military operation as well. Safe is our attractive point for the Worapol Airport in terms of safe and security, safe time to destination, and safe cost. So the first safe is safe and secure.
Secure. So that's it to be number one, wished by the people. So running such a large airport, and this is supposed to be dual status for the military of the international and commercial, right? It's okay with you all to have to work two parts, two status?
Actually, since the beginning of the international airport operation, the Thai Naval Air Division designated the head of the air division to take the part of the airport director as well. But since the Royal Thai Navy realized that the activity for the commercial part has to be escalated according to the government policy. So we designate another director to take care of the airline, the commercial business, separate from the admiral who operate the naval air division. So there are two people operate on the different facet of the operation. One takes care of the military, purely military, and another one takes care of commercial itself. That's right. That means Thai Navy dedicate just a group of people, specially to operate and takes care of the commercial operation of the airport.
This is one of very unique status because to work as a military people, to work as a Navy people, but at the same time you have a batch of the people who really have knowledge to manage huge international airport.
In fact, it's a challenge, but it's not a change of lifestyle as a military personnel totally, because the Thai Navy has experience in operating our facility to support the commercial part, like the seaport. We operate a seaport that's co-located with the military seaport and commercial seaport, operated by the Thai Navy as well. So this is not a new job or not a flash change. Since we operate the international airport for quite some time, we have a lot of naval officers that graduated the course of airport management. We have a large number of people that study this kind of subjects with the AOT, with the Airport Authority of Thailand. So this is not a new job. It's challenge, but it's manageable.
Manageable. Wow, such a very confirmed. So what is the immediate short-term implication following an upgrade of this Worapol?
As I mentioned earlier, we are building the new passenger terminal and other kind of areas that can support, just like the parking space, the new entrance. Also, the government try to increase the capacity of infrastructure, like road outside the access to the airport itself. The railway operations will start soon. We have the railway already, but since there's not many passengers that utilize this kind of transportation, but since the airport is ready to facilitate more passengers, so the Railway of Thailand will operate the railway, and the expressway is on construction as well. So this is the term of infrastructure. In terms of management, as I told you before, we have dedicated the group that designated to operate and takes care of the commercial part, especially. And also, in terms of air traffic control, we have already operated, but we try to modernize the system to facilitate more coming aircraft and passengers.
If I go now today to have a look at this new airport, so it's something like too prominent, something to be seen, to be wow. It's changed a lot or what? Or because I've been to Worapol before, but I don't know how changed it's gone.
Inside the airfield itself, the runway, taxiway is still there. No need to be changed because it's up to the standard and ready to support already. The new terminal is coming soon, open to operation with a 2-story building, more space for the passenger and shops. Around the airfield, there's a lot of change in terms of shops, hotels, other resources, and transportation services have changed a lot. I have no idea when was the last time that you said 10 years. Oh, if you say 10 years ago, there's a lot of change. I myself was working in Bangkok away from Worapol for 6 years. This year I came back to Worapol. It surprised me myself.
Really?
A lot of change.
So good. As you experience, so how many airlines using it? How do they express the feeling that to have a airline counter to be in service over there?
Right now, there are 3 airlines that operate a routine flight from Utapao. Bangkok Airways has operated from Utapao to Samui and Phuket for quite some time.
Closer? It has to be closer to distance.
Not really closer, but their strategy may be to connect the tourists from, as I mentioned before, from Pattaya to various seaside. And so right now, the Air Asia is operating both domestic and international flights. There are a number of flights from international, such as Singapore and various destinations in China as well. And also Gan Airline, either the very new airline, but they operate from Chiang Mai to Utapao. It's a Thai national airlines. The airlines with the Thai national and Thai owners, Gan Airline that operate. Also, there are more airlines that state they're willing to operate from Utapao as well, both international and domestic.
Yes, very interesting. So, do you think that how much Utapao can handle increased flight numbers and lessen congestion at Suvarnabhumi and Dongmueang?
With the facilities we have right now and the new terminal building, we can facilitate up to more than 50,000 flights a year.
Not bad.
Up to the largest aircraft that operators operate right now, such as Airbus 380s. And the terminal itself can facilitate, as I mentioned before, up to 3 million passengers a year, and still able to expand because we still have some space to expand those capacity as well. In terms of other related airline industry, the cargo terminal, the warehouse is already existed and ready to serve all those. Once the demand has rise, we have the supply ready to support those kind of demands.
It is really neat. Congratulations and also clap for the new way of thinking.
Thank you very much.
Especially under the military and Royal Navy, because Royal Navy have been done so many things in the past. So this is another project, another what you call progressive moment that the Thai people looking forward for that.
It is an honor for Royal Thai Navy to help supporting the growth of the economy of Thailand.
Yeah, especially if we could see about tourism, as Pattaya is one of the, wherever you go in the world, they would talk about Pattaya, Chiang Mai, just few things, but Pattaya would not escape from there. The much to
exactly
reach.
and in terms of tourist attraction, all those cities on the eastern side, they have joined hand together as a cluster. Pattaya, Rayong, Chanthaburi, they have joined hand together and try to attract more tourists to come to those tourist destinations. The one point that I would like to explain is, in terms of airport operation itself, we cannot operate alone. There are 3 major parts that has to work together. Right. One is the destination that attract the people to come in. So the destination is first thing to attract people. The airport act as the gateway to those destinations. I have to build the gateway, beautiful one, convenient one, and the airlines themselves to bring in tourists. So the 3 parts have to work together, and right now we are join hand and work together to help elevate the number of tourists coming in.
So we need you to come back in, Admiral, to be here to tell us about the progress, and I'm sure the people would like to hear about the Royal Thai Navy work in Utapao Airport, how the progressive and how things going up there. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thailand Today would like to thank Rear Admiral Worapol Tongpricha, Director of Utapao Airport Authority, who has assured us that planning and funding are ready to turn this large international airport into a complete international airport in the near future. Thank you for watching Thailand Today. I'm Kusuma Yotaswood. Hope to see you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ